Come closer. Wow, look at that.
John said that the water plant is near where you are.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God. That was loud.
It's October 15th, 2024. Somewhere across a vast stretch of desolate land, a solitary wanderer moves without a sound. Her name is Karina, the creator behind the YouTube channel Karina Wild. Bushcraft and survival, a space where isolation meets resilience. Her content shows quiet endurance in remote landscapes, places where speech has no purpose. But on this night, as dusk swallows the horizon, she senses she isn't the only presence out here. Wolves travel these plains once the sun disappears. Karina crosses the empty terrain, her steps steady and intentional against the sweeping openness. Nothing surrounds her except the raw steppe, cracked soil, tall grass, and distant skyline. Daylight slips into evening, and the silence deepens with every moment. She keeps moving until the faint shape of a small shelter appears ahead. It stands made of clay and stone, worn down by years of neglect. She enters and inspects the interior, barren, undisturbed, unchanged. Without pause, she starts tidying the space, shifting debris aside, brushing dirt from the floor, and organizing what little remains. Outside, the last traces of sunlight vanish, replaced by the warm flicker of a fire inside. She prepares dough carefully and cooks it over open flame. The camera lingers on each motion, the glow of the fire dancing across the rough walls. Beyond the doorway, the night stays still until a distant sound echoes across the darkness. It's long, low, and unmistakable to anyone who's lived close to the wilderness. Wolves. Their calls swell and fade, far off but close enough to remind her of whatever moves beyond these clay walls. She rests quietly beside the fire, her expression calm. The camera catches her unmoving posture, not frightened, simply alert. The night drags on. Outside, the barren landscape belongs to the hunters. Inside, the shelter keeps its peace. With dawn, she steps out into bright morning and endless sky. Whatever threat lingered has moved on, leaving only stillness again. Viewers later debated whether she was truly alone. Some noted the camera placement. Others mentioned unseen company. Yet whatever was out there felt real enough. A reminder that solitude is rarely complete. Maybe the wolves stood nearer than they appeared, or maybe only the silence held them back. Uploaded on September 2nd, 2020, this footage comes from Exploration Unknown, a channel created by John, recognized for venturing through abandoned and isolated areas throughout the United States. On this outing, he heads into the dense forests of East Tennessee, following old stories about a concealed cave rumored to be tied to something not entirely human. What started as simple curiosity quickly shifted into one of the most unsettling moments he ever filmed.
See a bunch of rock faces here. Let me get up there and see if we can find a cave opening. Looks like this might be some sort of cave opening up here. Let's see what it's about. Nope. Be a good covering place though if you wanted to stay out of the weather. Man, look how tall that is. This place is awesome. Check this out. It's been shot a bunch, but it's an old pull tab. Those ain't been around since like the early 80s. I don't know where it's at, but I know there's a lot of spider webs through here. I'm gonna keep going forward. Look at this. These great rock formations here are amazing. Look up there. That's a big rock. It's like a chimney. Goes through here. There's a lot of area for caves. What the heck was that? There's some kind of animal down there or something. Okay. Wow. Maybe it was a fish. That was weird. It's almost like something got thrown down there. Okay, I'm gonna keep going forward. Leave whatever it is alone. Man, this is all of a sudden getting creepy for some reason. Let's go this way. Look at that rock, that cliff face right there. Man, this is cool. Okay, guys. I don't know exactly what this is, We're gonna find out. You guys, look at that. I'm not exactly sure. It looks like some kind of big mushroom. There's another one over there. It's a really steep hill. Look at that. Oh my God, it just poked through it. That is soft. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, this is my hand, and I have a large hand. That thing it's bigger than a basketball. And there's one over there. Guys, let me know if you know what this is. Let me know.
John moves alone through the woods, camera steady, the landscape around him muted. Thick webs stretch between branches, and the air feels heavier as he pushes farther through the growth. Minutes pass without incident. Then something strange draws his attention. A large puffball mushroom, pale and perfectly round, resting on the forest floor like it doesn't belong there. It's oddly intact, the kind of detail that makes the woods feel aware in ways most people overlook.
I see. Oh guys, there's something up here. I'm excited. See that? Up here? And look at the holes. That's really neat. We gotta get up here and check this out. Okay guys, I have climbed up this stinking embankment and check this out. It's not very big, but it goes on way on back there. I don't know how big it gets, but whew, oh man, and it's packed down in there, so I don't know if people's been in here or if animals live in here. Oh man, I'm debating whether I'm gonna go in or not. Give me a minute. Check out this rug. It's crazy, guys. I am nervous up here. I'm fixing to go in. Okay guys, this looks epic, really freaking scary. And Nala has a flashlight and the batteries are kind of low on it, unfortunately, so I'm gonna wait. I think it'd be better to bring Tim back here, so I'm gonna head back out of here, try to hit him up, see if he's available. I think he'll want to come see this, so we'll come back here hopefully later today and explore this cave. Oh man. What the hell was that?
Oh my God. That was loud.
I can't even run through this crap. Oh, jeez. I had to come do this by myself, didn't I? I'm so vulnerable right now. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Guess I gotta get out of here.
He continues until the trees part slightly, revealing the dark opening of a cave hidden behind stone and creeping vines. The ground near the mouth looks pressed down, not by rain but by weight, as though something sizable had used the path repeatedly. John aims his flashlight inside, but the beam dies quickly. The darkness seems endless. His tone tightens. He decides to return and meet up with his friend, Tim. That's when the sound tears through the woods, a deep, violent roar echoing across the trees. It's not right beside him, but not distant either. John's camera jolts as he sprints away, stumbling through the brush. Branches snap somewhere behind him, heavy and sharp, like something large is closing in. When he finally stops, only his breath fills the silence.
Okay, guys, Tim.
Dude, I heard a rock or something come from in there. But it sounded like it was really far, like it would have been in another chamber or something. Do I want a stabbing weapon or a clubbing? Are you coming? I'm just gonna go to the end right here.
Okay, I'll let you evaluate that and then...
Keep it open when I come running and diving out.
Hey, dude, I got my hand on my gun right now, so if something goes wrong, just come towards me and get behind me. Oh, yay. What is it?
It's like a little hallway and it opens up into a really big hallway.
Careful. I need a light back this way for that cave cricket. Oh, I see him.
Do you want to carry this?
No.
You want to carry my phone as a light?
No, I good. There's a skull, dude. Oh, fuck. Look at that. Let's move on.
There's more bones.
We gotta be careful, bro. I wish I brought my big light.
Look at the spine.
Oh, God.
There's lots of more bones. Oh my gosh. Something's killing back here.
Light that spine up for me. Come closer. Wow, look at that. go on to the big chamber and we'll see what we're at. How far does this go? Is this it?
Kind of.
Okay.
There's an extra light, just a little bit.
Oh, look at the bones, guys. It does go further,
Yeah,
but we can't fit through there. Wow.
This is crazy.
It's pretty epic.
Yeah, look at this.
That's a cave. Ooh, there's a big cricket.
Cave crickets.
Cave crickets. Are these carvings?
Big cricket. Right there in the hole.
Look in there. Yeah, I see him. But look, is that carvings?
In here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Do something.
Something.
I heard a noise back there.
I did too. What was that? What the fuck was that? Sorry for the language.
Dude, that came from this little, the path right down that way. Right down the road.
Okay, I've seen enough. If you,
Yeah.
here's a light.
You need it. I got this.
Okay, I'm back out. That was loud.
Go ahead and brush.
Oh God, something just went over me. Fuck, what was it?
You get a cricket on you?
I think so. I gotta get out of here, dude.
Don't for myself.
Oh God, okay. I gotta get over this thing. I just saw my hair in the camera. Okay, guys, we finished this. What'd you think about the cave, bro?
Epic cave, dude. It
wasn't big. It was very small.
No, it was actually really cool inside.
But if you were gonna live in a cave,
I mean, dude, that's an awesome.
Hours later, he returns, this time with Tim at his side. They locate the cave again and step in together. Their light cuts across the dust. Bones, dozens of them, a skull, a spine. The stillness becomes overwhelming. Then, from farther inside, comes a single dry crack, stone scraping stone. Both freeze, then leave. No talking. Only footsteps escaping the dark. Viewers argued over what they found. Some pointed to Bigfoot. Others said it was simply an animal den. But everyone agreed something lived inside that cave, and it didn't want company. John never returned. The video remains online, carrying that same roar. Some blame audio distortion. Others still hear it faintly whenever they watch alone at night. It's January 26, 2024. In Tonopah, Nevada, a quiet desert town known for its unsettling past, stands the Clown Motel, a roadside inn famous for its massive clown collection and for sitting directly beside the old Tonopah Cemetery. Tonight, Nomi, creator of the YouTube channel Nomadic Introvert, arrives alone. Her channel usually documents van life journeys across the country, but this visit brings her to one of the eeriest places she has ever chosen to stay.
This place is so cool. As soon as you walk in,
Did you hear me?
we got this stuff on the ceiling. Look at these beautiful pictures. Right above the door. That's the entryway right there. That's the story of the Clown Motel. If you want to read it. Unique and eerie, all in the same sentence. It's all at the same time. Isn't that beautiful? Yet eerie. Let's go look around. Excuse me.
Sorry.
No, you're fine, sir. Look at these masks. I mean, that right there reminds me of the movie It. Who's seen the movie It? That reminds me of the movie It. I think that's why I have a fear of clowns, the movie It. No child should watch it, but I did. Isn't that creepy? So that is so cool. And all of this stuff is donated, not for sale. Everything's donated. There's so much cool, unique stuff here. It's so crazy. All of this stuff is donated, and nothing in here is for sale. I mean, that is wild. It's a lot of old antique type clowns here too. Look at that one. And that one right there. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Could you imagine sleeping in a room with all of these clowns? That creeps me out. I have never seen so many clowns, ever. See, everything is donated, not for sale. That's creepy.
It's just a store. Daddy's in here.
That's creepy.
See?
Nomi starts by looking through the motel's small lobby, where every wall is packed with clown dolls and artwork. Painted faces, porcelain faces, plastic faces. Each shelf and corner seems full. Some appear cheerful beneath the bright lights, while others look faded or cracked. She moves her camera slowly, showing rows of fixed eyes following her path. The owner greets her kindly and encourages her to explore and film. Even with the friendliness, the room feels dense and unmoving, as though the clowns are quietly waiting.
The owner did say that I could stay. Let's go take a look at the cemetery. Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay, this is the cemetery that's supposed to be haunted. I don't know how true that is, but I don't put anything past anybody nowadays. I believe it. I definitely believe it. Wow. It goes all the way out there. We are not going to press our luck. We're going to do the tour, the haunted tour tonight. I want to see what the inside of these hotel rooms look like. They're going to show it. I keep saying hotel. Fam, it's a motel. I want to see what the inside of the motel looks like. So we're going to come back tonight and do the tour at 8 o'clock.
After leaving the lobby, Nomi heads toward the old Tonopah Cemetery just steps away. Her camera sweeps across weathered markers and wooden crosses. She speaks softly about those buried there, miners, and early residents who died during the town's earliest hardships. The stillness of the cemetery matches her calm narration, quiet, thoughtful, and measured.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Golden Eagle Room.
Oh, cute. All right.
Okay. What you said that? Hold that thought. All right. So you saw I made the bed and got the wrinkles out, right?
Yeah, of course.
Who's got the EMF readers? Turn them all on. Watch this.
Okay.
All right. Come right about here. See the little handprints now? Got a small handprint here. You got one here. And you saw I made the pillows, right? Now, watch this. See? She's right there on the pillow. See? She's right there between the bed. See her laying on the two pillows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, she does not like the bed to be made.
Oh, Lord. She can stay right in here.
She is going to stay here.
Okay.
This is what freaks everybody out. Because for the simple reason, she likes light. And as you see, they don't. So yeah, they come, yeah, he's right, where you go? I got one in the picture right now. And then the other one is jumping around from the lamp over to the bed.
Does that hand one work? Yeah, fam, that room was haunted. It was crazy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, meet David, the original owner of the Clown Motel. Okay? Now, as you guys can see, some of the graves are sunk in. Okay? There's a reason for it. You're talking wood 120, 130 years plus. After a while, we all know what happens to wood. It rots and decays. So if the coffin fell apart and decayed because of all the rain, the snow, and all the bad weather, that's the first reason why you're going to have a sunken grave. Second one is, as you can see, they're not very deep. They used to wash down and go down the street here. Okay? The third thing is, if you go to the other cemetery down by the Chevron station, you're actually going to see a big area filled of these same coffins and grave sites. They were actually going to move the cemetery one time because there's a mine right there, gold mine right there, that we're going to go seal them in it.
Oh.
Okay? They wanted to dig all this up, move the cemetery. So technically there's supposed to be 300 plus people out here. But because of the plague and the mine fire, they're not sure if anybody got moved or they just stopped the process of moving them. So they halted all this. Now in a couple weeks, once all this weather clears up, they're reopening all the mines. We are going to be another mining boom town.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why we're all the way out here for two things. One, it's snowing. Two, it's cold. We all know spirits like the cold. And this is little Miss Bina from New York City. Now, her story is she was kind of a Black Widow woman. Okay, so when she got busted in New York City, she became a little bit more butch. She came all the way out here to work the mine. Then all of a sudden she started getting with the guys again, trying to take their money. And people found out about her, found out who she was. So they were going to get the authorities. She drank herself to death. And when she died, she made rope. Okay, like I said, from here all the way down, it's going to be all the kids and everything.
So this is all of the kids, this whole section?
Yeah, it's going to be all the kids and all the babies all the way down. That's why they're so small.
Oh, okay. Fam, this is where all the kids are buried. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, I ain't gonna lie. We did get some activity out here. Sleeping in the parking lot, fam, takes on a whole new meaning after this tour. I'm gonna sleep with the lights on tonight.
Okay, you all feel that little breeze, right?
Yes. Yeah, I do, actually. Oof.
Flag is not moving.
What? Wait. Wait. The flag is not moving. And there is a strong breeze.
You can see the snow coming in.
Wait. Why is the flag? Hello, flag? America. Oh, heck no.
Good evening, my good man. How are you this evening? If you do not want me here tonight, you can go ahead and move the flag and we'll be more than happy to leave. Stretch out the flag or move the flag out and I'll leave.
Shut up. No way.
You guys seen this?
Yeah.
Okay.
The flag is moving. Yeah, Yeah, the flag is starting to move. Yeah, it was steel when we was walking up on it. Crazy. Okay,
You gotta leave.
check haunted house off my list. I'm done. That's crazy.
When night falls, she returns to her van in the motel parking lot. The glowing Clown Motel sign flickers in the distance, barely visible through her window. Nomi records herself talking about how strange yet manageable it feels to spend the night here. She films a few short clips inside the van, describing what it's like to rest beside both the cemetery and the motel. Nothing dramatic occurs, only quiet, broken by her reflections on how fear often depends on perception. By morning, sunlight filters through her curtains. Nomi ends her video with a sense of ease, saying the stay was unexpectedly pleasant and that the staff was genuinely welcoming. The motel, she concludes, feels more intriguing than haunted. Viewers later questioned whether such calmness was genuine or misleading. Some warned her about unseen forces, while others praised her steadiness. Maybe fear exists without evidence. Maybe the Clown Motel is simply another roadside stop. Or maybe, for certain visitors, its silence remembers those who once passed through. A group of campers were spending the night in an Indonesian forest when something completely unexpected unfolded. One moment, the area was peaceful, and the next, the entire surroundings changed in an instant.
7级了吧？
超过
了。
还在震哦，等一下，你看那个山的声音都出来了。
趴着就好，趴着。还在晃哎。
A massive 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck the Banda Sea between Indonesia and East Timor. The tremor was so forceful that reports came from as far away as Australia. Deep in the woods, the campers suddenly felt the ground heave beneath them, shaking so violently it seemed as though the earth itself might tear open. Fortunately, none of them were hurt. Nearby regions saw some structural damage, and tsunami alerts were issued for several islands as a safety measure. Thankfully, no tsunami formed. Although the earthquake caused only minor injuries and far less destruction than a quake of that size often brings, the power of it was alarming. If the shaking was that intense where the campers stood, the conditions at the epicenter must have been far worse. Tate is a creator primarily known for his fishing content, but this particular moment came from his secondary channel, where he posts more casual, behind-the-scenes clips. What began as an ordinary shooting day for his main channel shifted into something far more serious. He and his friend Zach had headed to the lake to film a new fishing episode. The weather was calm, the boat was ready, and everything felt like a typical outing.
Me and Zach's out here. We're filming a video for the main channel. But we got the boat all hooked up. I guess I'm backing you down, right? It's pretty cool out here.
Fall feel to it.
Does have a fall feel. It's feeling pretty good out here. We got a giant bait out here as well. I don't know about you guys, but these right here are some of the smallest minnows I've ever seen. I have never, ever in my life got minnows this small.
Swimming with it, bud. That's a better fish.
Give me a fish one time. That's right.
Woo! Big Daddy.
Oh gosh, he's not in good shape, brother. Yeah. Look at that, sir. Whoops. Crappie. Are we keeping these? Oh yeah. All right, toss them in the box.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you good? Are you okay? You don't know what's going on? I heard there's a shooter over there. Where at? Seen cops go by. Gunfire, brother.
For a while, the day went exactly as planned. They fished, recorded footage, and enjoyed the cool air that hinted at fall. But while they were still on the water, one of Tate's friends called with alarming information. There were reports of an active shooter nearby. At first, Tate and Zach weren't sure if the warning was accurate, but soon they heard sirens echoing through the distance, followed by the sound of gunfire traveling across the lake.
We're literally going to be driving right by where the active shooter is, like actual. And I am not even trying to build this up. It's actually true. Just for reference, right here's the map of where we are right now. The gunshots literally could have been from an active shooter. So we actually had set out jugs the day prior. And just like every time we go out to the lake, we wait till the end to check our jugs because it gives us the most time to catch a fish. And literally half of our jugs were less than a mile from where this occurrence happened. Really dangerous that we're even out here right now. But we wanted to get any catches we could. It's also against the law not to check your jugs within 24 hours. The car's pulled over right over there. There's nobody on the interstate right now. Huh? You ready to go? We got to check jugs and we're getting out here immediately. I've never been in this situation before. The guy's supposedly in the woods right now. If you can see, there's woods everywhere. So it's pretty sketchy. On the wheel, man. You can see right there, guys. This is one of the sketchiest situations I've ever been in on the water. I feel like we're safe right here, right? Now that's 75 right there also. That's 75 right there too, so he could be in those woods as well. My wife just texted me and said I probably should stay on the water, actually. Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife, just know that I'm committed. I just took on an active shooter to make sure I check my jugs every 24 hours. 7 people dead.
9 injured, 7 deceased.
7 dead, 9 injured. That's absolutely insane. Exit 41, that's London. Why?
Between 49 and 41.
So he's literally coming this way.
John said that the water plant is near where you are. The police scanner says that that's where he is. I just was listening to it. It says he's exactly where you are. So
well, I'm coming home.
Are you sure you should come off the water?
No, I'm coming. It's cold out here. What's going on with it now?
I can't get anything real recent on it. Now we hear there's more than one shooter and there's like 14 people shot out.
There's more than one?
That was the moment they realized how close the danger actually was. Judging by where they were positioned, they were fishing less than a mile from where the event was unfolding. Half of the jug lines they had placed the day before were set in the same direction as the suspected shooter. With dense woods around them and no idea where the individual might be, they decided it was too risky to stay. They quickly packed their equipment, headed back to the ramp, and left the area as quickly as possible. Later news confirmed that several victims had been killed and others injured. The suspect, identified as Joseph Couch, had reportedly sent a message beforehand expressing an intent to harm others and then himself. Authorities offered a $35,000 reward for any information leading to him. A few days later, a YouTube couple searching for the reward saw vultures circling above a wooded area. When they investigated, they found the suspect's body, confirming he had taken his own life. Only afterward did Tate and his friends fully understand how close they had been to the tragedy. Had they stayed out longer, or unknowingly moved toward the shooter, things could have been far worse. Their decision to leave when they did may have genuinely protected them. Ben is known for digging into strange, unexplained situations, but this case quickly became one of the most unsettling he had ever tried to document. A local farmer had contacted him, reporting odd lights at night, eerie sounds, and cattle that had disappeared without explanation. Curious, Ben agreed to stay on the property overnight, setting up his gear right beside a massive cornfield.
Going to be spending the night solo hammock camping right next to a farm that's been encountering strange phenomena. Tonight, see if we can see anything untoward. I've set myself up here on the edge of the farm. People have reported strange lights moving across these fields. Workers talk about hearing noises that they can't explain. And there are claims of cattle vanishing without a trace. Here to try and capture whatever is behind this. So, the farmer in our discussion has already mentioned seeing strange lights at night time hovering above the field. Now, I didn't ask in the conversation what crop was growing in that field, so this is the first time for me as well seeing this, but funnily enough, it's corn. We all know the links the UFOs have with corn fields and crop circles. Something that I'm going to note down, something that I'm going to be very aware of. And tonight, even, I'm going to come back and really go through that field and maybe just sit down, absorb, listen, keep my eyes peeled for anything that maybe help me in this investigation.
The farmer had already mentioned glowing lights drifting above the crops, and as Ben looked over the land, he found it almost fitting that their camp sat at the edge of corn, a crop long tied to UFO reports and crop circle legends. His plan was simple: watch the area through the night, record anything unusual, and note every detail. He wanted to explore the rows, get a sense of the surroundings, and look for any trace of what the farmer had described.
So it's started raining, which was forecast. This is setting now for the rest of the night as well. So I've been keeping my eye on the weather forecast, and I think in the next few hours we're due a thunderstorm. It's really starting to come down now. So there's only about 20-30 minutes worth of decent light left. Just behind me is the cornfield. I'll pick a spot out at random in the cornfield. Okay guys, so I've pushed quite a way into the cornfield at this point. It's almost nighttime. I've been sat down here for about 10-15 minutes. I can hear a train off in the distance. There's owls hooting off to my right. There's a real pungent smell of something at this point. Could be the crop. Well, I'm smelling everything on the crop and it doesn't sound. The aim is to keep looking up through the crop and see if any of those strange lights pass overhead. About 5 minutes into me being sitting here, I heard what sounded like an animal pushing its way through the crop. A minute, it sounded like it was coming in my direction. I could hear the trampling of something making its way through, something that sounded large. It wasn't a rat or, some small rodent. This thing was actually moving crop out of the way, so I was thinking badger or fox, but it then stopped. So before I could give a positive idea on what that was, the noise and the movement through this corn was just non-existent, which was weird. I've been sat here listening to something move back and forth. I've got Lily with me now.
A storm rolled in shortly after dark, pounding his tent with rain and wind. Once the weather settled, he stepped into the cornfield and waited, listening. The world grew quiet around him, broken only by owls calling from far away and the distant rumble of a train. Then he caught a sharp, strange smell drifting between the stalks, something he couldn't recognize. A moment later, he heard a movement. Something heavy was pushing through the corn, the stalks parting with enough force to rule out anything small. The noise stopped suddenly, leaving the entire field silent. As he listened,
"There's something in the distance, mate. There's something in the distance. 1 second. Lily, stay. There's a blue light. It's reflecting off the crop. What the hell is that? 1 second. I'm gonna turn my torch on. There's no noise. light. What the hell is that? There is something definitely moving through this crop in front of me, but it's difficult to gauge any kind of distance. What the hell? This light is happening all around me. It's hard to tell or orientate yourself, but I'm actually filming in all directions at this point. The light hasn't changed colour, it's just been a blue, ice cold blue light. Here it is again. It seems like it's moving. Guys, I'm gonna move. There is something walking through this cornfield. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. That is in the cornfield. It looks like it's off in the distance, but it's actually in the cornfield. What the hell? How is that possible? So I'm back in the woods now, guys. I don't know if you can see this behind me.
His dog started reacting to something in the distance. Moments later, a dim blue glow appeared deep inside the rose. It blinked out, returned, then held steady, with no visible object creating it. The light reflected off the plants, shifting position as though it were moving through the field. Ben recorded what he could, trying to estimate how far it was, but the darkness made it nearly impossible. Eventually, the situation became overwhelming, and he backed out of the corn and returned to camp.
Okay, so this footage that you're watching is roughly about 5 days after the footage that you've just seen. I've spoken to the farmer again recently, keeping all that information to myself. All I'm saying to him is that I have been out there and I have experienced X, Y, and Z. But dates and times, I'm keeping that to myself. Now, what's interesting is during our recent conversation, one of the farm hands that work and live on the farm has been experiencing some night terrors that are based around extraterrestrial abduction scenarios. Dreams that he believes where he's being pulled out of bed and he's waking up on the floor in the dark with no idea physically how he got there. What's really strange is that on one of these occasions when these night terrors first started is exactly the same day I was in the cornfield sat there watching these blue lights. Is it linked? Is that a coincidence?
The next morning, the farmer told him something even more disturbing. One of the workers had been experiencing severe night terrors. Dreams of being pulled from bed by unknown figures and waking up on the floor without remembering how he got there. The detail that unsettled Ben most was the timing. The first episode occurred the same night he saw the blue light, and according to the farmer, the lights kept appearing afterward. Whether pure coincidence or something much stranger, the events on that farm left Ben with far more questions than answers. That's it for tonight. Which moment creeped you out the most? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story? Share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.